That's just a shot of my tits. Hello. Oh, there she is. She's 33 and she's sexy. Are you too high up? Hang on. Perfect. Hello there, everyone. My name is Amy. This is The Opinionated Woman, and welcome to my channel. This is actually a video that I don't do very often, and that is a book haul. And the reason that I've been able to do a book haul is because it was my birthday. I am a birthday bitch. Wait, this is not aesthetic. So I am not a book haul person. I don't do a lot of book hauls because I don't buy large amounts of books at one time because I can't afford it. But it was my birthday. My dad was like, okay, what do you want? I said, please, can I have a book voucher? And he gave me a book voucher that was way larger than I expected. Oh my God. So I went buck wild. So I'm going to show you what I got. I went to 2 different bookstores. First, I'm going to show you what I got at Wordsworth. This is in Gardens, the Garden Center. It's a pretty good one. It's an independent bookstore. So the first thing I picked up was The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. I've been so excited to... Sorry, I had a camera malfunction there. So The Vanishing Half. I've been wanting to read this ever since everyone started raving about it years ago. It's about a set of twins who are white passing, and they get separated, and one lives as a white woman, marries a white man. He has no idea that she's black. And then the other sister lives as the black woman that she is, marries a black man, you know, like that kind of thing. And I think this is a story of them coming together. Apparently it is incredible. I'm so excited for it. And look how gorgeous this copy is. I wish this was a sticker. Why do they do this? Like, oh, I mean, it's good that it was shortlisted for the Women's Prize, but like, it's beautiful. I'm going to take such good book pictures with these stacks. Oh my God. Then I decided, okay, I have not read, like when I read romance most of the time now, it is queer romance because I really couldn't be asked with reading straight romances. So I just decided, like, I usually read these books on audio, and I haven't picked up a romance physically, like maybe in like a year, because my aunt gave me a proof. Oh, I have a proof coming as well for another queer romance. I forgot about that. Thank you, Julie. So I decided, you know what? You can't find this one on audio. It's been hyped up everywhere. Delilah Green doesn't care. So yay, I got it. It's in my hands. I've seen this book 1 million times on TikTok, like 1 million. And I don't even know what it's about. So, well, I probably did at one point, and then I made myself forget as soon as I put it on my TBR. So Delilah Green swore that she would never go back to Bright Falls. Nothing is there for her but memories of a lonely childhood. Her life is now in New York with her photography career gaining steam and her bed never empty. Ha ha. So Delilah goes and photographs a wedding for her estranged stepsister and goes back home to the place that she said she was never going to go back to. And then she meets someone called Claire that can't resist her charms. But when they're forced together during many wedding preparations, forced proximity, fuck yeah. And look, tattooed hot bitch, curvy gal. Like, she's not fat, but she's curvy. That's what we're looking for. I mean, if she was fat, it would have been, but yay, gay. And then I was like, Amy, you have not bought a new release in so long. And actually, this thing that I just took off is a step counter, and Discovery has a reward system. So like if you hit your step count throughout the week, you get points. You get to play a game board, and then you get like a certain amount of points every week. And I have almost enough for an exclusive books voucher. I used to just get coffees and smoothies, and now I'm like saving them all up for books so that I can get new books. But I would not have picked up a new release because they're so expensive. Like this one was 355 Rand. But I was like, you know what? You love this author. It's a present. Just buy it. It's Marriage Portrait by Maggie O'Farrell. Look at this cover. This cover is killer. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I'm going all wild in this video. Like, this is me more like unmasked. So like, it's better to be unmasked. Like, full moon sit down videos is better when you kind of goofy. I'm a silly goofy guy, you know. But I have no idea what this book is about. Oh, so in Lucrezia is the Duchess of Ferrara, and she is taken on an unexpected visit to a country villa by her husband Alfonso. They sit down to dinner in an icy hall. It occurs to Lucrezia that Alfonso has a sinister purpose bringing her here. He intends to kill her. Da da da! So it looks like she's 16, very sheltered life. Ooh, how can she ensure her survival? Okay, so it's like a Renaissance Italy book. That's not what it looks like on here. But I don't care. I love historical fiction, and I love Maggie O'Farrell. Like, Maggie O'Farrell is wonderful. So intriguing, exciting. I can't wait to read it. So I could have found my whole budget's books there, but it would have been books that I was like, oh yeah, that would be good. That would be good. It wasn't books that I've been thinking about, you know, books that I really want. And since it wasn't actually a voucher, it was going to be a voucher, but he actually ended up just giving me like a certain amount of cash to spend. I know I'm privileged and very lucky, very lucky. Also, my dad is a big supporter of my reading. He's always been like that. So is my mom. So I keep on thinking, is that my hair? Is that something behind me? It's my hair. Okay. Okay, so I went to the book lounge because I'm addicted. I fucking love that place. Like, literally, like the last 2 birthdays I've gone to the book lounge because I love that place so much. It's queer owned. So many people are queer that run it. I ended up chatting to this one girl and then realized that she's my ex-girlfriend's ex-situationship, which is like the gayest fucking thing in the world, but whatever. She knows her books and she knows her queer books. So that gives you an idea of what I've been looking for here, because a queer owned South African bookstore. You got to see what I got. So finally, after hearing about this book forever, I have Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe. So this is set in America in the 50s, following 2 girls who are falling in love and this lesbian bar called the Telegraph Club. So it's very much in the like Red Scare kind of era, and it's following 2 Chinese Americans, or at least 1 Chinese American. Interesting. So it's basically forbidden love in the 50s in America, like with Chinatown set as the backdrop, which sounds beautiful. And yet again, another stunning cover. Like, anyway. And then this author has been in my head. The last time I went into an exclusive books, I found With the Fire on High. Is that what it is? And I couldn't pick it up then because I didn't have the budget. But I've been thinking about Elizabeth Azevedo ever since I knew that I was going to go book shopping on my birthday. I was like, I have to get something by Elizabeth Azevedo. I've only read The Poet X and I absolutely loved it. So I had to pick something else of hers. And I found Clap When You Land. And I'm so excited. I couldn't remember whether this was in verse, and it is. The last book that I read in verse was Black Flamingo by Dean Atta, which is incredible. That book is so good. But this is basically following 2 sisters who don't know that they're sisters. They don't know about each other until their dad dies in a plane crash, and then they are coming together and connecting over their grief. So I think it sounds beautiful and poetic. Obviously, it's written in verse. But like, I've always thought this sounds like such an incredible, rich book, and like, now it's in my paws. It's in my paws for me to read. It's so exciting. Like, it's so nice going to my TBR on Storygraph and just being like, I want this one. I want this one. I want this one. It's just so good. Then I have been wanting to read this author for a while, but I haven't picked up anything of hers yet because I couldn't find her at the library. And that's Gold Diggers by Sue Nyati. She is a South African author, and I can't remember. I think Nonzamo Shangazi recommended this book on her channel. Nonzamo, I don't know if you watch my videos. Did you recommend this? But basically it's following a group of people who are crossing the border illegally from Zimbabwe coming into South Africa and trying to find their fortune. When I heard people talk about it, it sounded freaking incredible. I really wanted to read Sunyati's writing. I love picking up new South African authors because it just gives me a list of authors that I could just go to, because what I did was I went on a couple of dates with this girl who worked with the Book Lounge, and we are still friends on social media, but it like didn't work out. We just went on 2 dates. I just don't think we were very compatible, except with our knowledge of books, like, and our love of books. So she gave me a list of books that she recommended, because I was like, I'm really looking for South African books. I messaged her on Instagram and she gave me this list, and I've been going off of that list and adding all of those authors to like a mental list, so that when they have new books come out, I have South African authors that I can gravitate to, and I'm hoping Sunyati is going to be another one of those. Then I picked up one that I very recently, it's like one of the top 2 books on my TBR right now, because it was the most recently added, and that is The Sentence by Louise Erdrich. And this was shortlisted for 2022. And oh, I just realized it's Books Minds. This book cover is way nicer than the one that I've been seeing, the one that's like more colorful. I prefer this one. It was like, it drew my eye a lot quicker, and I was like, oh, that's on my TBR. So this is a ghost story, basically. Tukey works at a bookseller in a small independent bookstore in Minneapolis when the store's most annoying customer dies. So basically their most annoying customer dies and decide they're going to come back and fucking haunt them, which is like retail workers' worst nightmare. But it's literary fiction, so I think it's going to be really fun. Like, it was just like one that was on the display, and I was like, you know what, that really sounds so good. So I was like, I'm just gonna grab it up and we'll see how it goes. And the last one is the last book on, I think it's the last book on that list of that girl gave me, because I didn't ask her specifically for gay books, but she gave me a whole category of gay books, because obviously we're a bunch of queers. And that is All the Gomorrahs Are the Same by Njiwe Mswane. I don't know what this is about. It's gay, and it's following 3 women. So an epic tale told through the eyes of 3 women. Makosi seems to be angry with the world and unable to find the language to make her mother and her sister understand her anger. Duduzile, Makosi's mother, a working class mother who grapples holding on to a relationship with her daughter. And Nonhle, Makosi's younger sister, who witnessed the silent angst in the widening gap between her sister and her mother. So it's a lot to do with family and race and sexuality, and it says mental health and addiction and loss. Oh my gosh, the author is so cute. She's so cute. Look at that grin. She's so cute. So yeah, I wanted to pick this up for a while, but it's always been like one below like the thing that I wanted to grab. So finally, it's in my hands. It's going on my Pride reading list. And that is all the books. And now we need to take a thumbnail. Hang on. Let's take a thumbnail together, friends. Da, da, da. Whoopa. Whoopa. Oh my gosh. I ooped. You can tell I'm unmasking. I ooped on camera. Oopa. Well, like that's a tick that I do at home all the time, and I did it once in front of my family, like really softly. I didn't mean for it to be really soft. It just came out, and I was just like, oopa. And my sibling laughed so much. They were like, what the fuck was that? Now I open in front of the camera. This is good. I must film unmasked more. Da, 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 da. Look at that. Delicious. Delicious. I'm so chuffed with this. I'm going to be reading happily as a clam for months and months. I hope you did enjoy that book haul and this unmasked moment that you had with me. If you did enjoy this, please like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. If you want to support my channel, there is a little coffee link down below. It's just like a little one-time tip jar if you're feeling spendy. But other than that, I'll take you next time.